I guess like a month and a half ago, I went to a nudist or naturist family park. And that was the first time I had ever done anything like that. So if you're not quite sure what that is or what that means, I highly recommend you look into it. Because it's not what people think. It's not just, a bunch of people running around naked and having sex in the bushes. That is like the biggest misconception of what a naturist or nudist park is. A lot of people that don't really believe in the philosophy and the reasons behind it, that's, maybe what they go for, to just get a quick, sneak peek at people naked. But that's not really what it's like at all. I mean, it was probably one of the more normal things that I've ever done. Hang on, there's a bus going by. And if you've ever been thinking about naturism or nudism or whatever, and you're not sure how you're going to feel about it, honestly, just go and do it. You'll enjoy yourself. It's not weird. It's not awkward. It's just like, going camping with your clothes on. Just, you don't have your clothes on. Like, that's the only thing that's different. It's not like people talk about being naked all the time. It's just, you're just there as people doing normal things, and no one's judging you. No one's looking at you weird. They're not going to be like, oh God, why is that guy naked? It's not like a weird thing. Because part of their whole philosophy is that, like, there's no judgment, there's no, the way the media has put all this pressure on us to look a certain way and then, present ourselves a certain way. When everyone's naked, you don't have those preconceived notions of who they are. Like, you don't see somebody in a suit and go, oh, they must be like some businessman and they must have lots of money, and you don't have this like preconceived conception of who this person is based on how they dress. Because you don't see any of that when you're naked. I mean, you could be sitting next to the freaking president and not know that it's the president. Of course you would, because you know their face, but you know what I mean? Like, you don't know who anyone is just by seeing them naked. Yeah, so it's a pretty normal thing. I mean, at first I was like, I don't know what's going to be like if I go there. Like, I'm totally cool with this. Maybe when I get there, though, I won't be able to actually just be naked around everyone. But it was surprisingly easy to just get comfortable. So when I decided to go there, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get up early. I'm gonna go there in the morning, get there before, like right around the time they open, so I can have the entire day there. So that plan didn't really work out as planned because, first of all, I wasn't considering the fact that it's way up in East Gwillimbury, so there's the transit up there is not quite the same as what it's like in Toronto. So when I got there at, I don't even know what time in the morning, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, there was definitely no buses running around anywhere. I'm just going to walk. So that was a pretty stupid idea, because when I started walking, it ended up taking me 3.5 hours. So when I get there, I was greeted by 3 ladies in the nude, which is exactly what I expected. So I check in, I watch the little video and everything just to make sure you're not a creeper. And so you understand what you're getting yourself into, but I already knew that. And then I was telling her how long it took me to get there, and they were just like, what the hell, why would you do that, it's so long. So anyway, so after that, I was like, I just can't wait to get back to my campsite. There's another bus. So I was like, I just can't wait to get back to my campsite. I'm probably just going to drop all my stuff, lie down on the ground, and then have a nap for an hour, and then take off my clothes. And then I was like, unless, of course, you prefer you don't walk through the park with your clothes on. And she's like, well, yeah, we prefer that you don't. So I was like, oh, okay, so I guess that's it. I have to just dive right in. So I just, like, okay, so I just stripped down right there in the office, and then I was just naked. And I was like, all right, I'm ready to go. And it was really weird, because after that, I walked out of the office, and I started walking to find my campsite. And it was like within not even 5 minutes, like 2 minutes, I already felt comfortable, and I already felt like, wow, I could totally understand why this would be weird to have clothes on, because I felt weird, because there's people that work there, and there's a lot of bugs, and they're working in like the bushes, and they're cutting grass, whatever. So they have like overalls that they wear over top, just like to protect themselves from the bugs. And it just felt even weird seeing them with that on, because it was like, but I'm naked. Why are you wearing something? So immediately I understood why it would be weird to like be there and then see someone walking around with clothes on. So that was pretty cool. The rest of the day went by. It was all right. There was I didn't know anybody. I was there by myself. So when it wasn't even like, it was the beginning of the year, the park wasn't really fully functional yet. Like, it was basically just the regulars, people that lived there. And then a few other people are just coming for the weekend. So that was like a nice quiet weekend. So after the majority of the day had passed, I decided to go up and have something to eat for dinner. And then I had a couple of beers, and I started talking to the guy that runs the restaurant. And so we kind of like started talking a little bit, and then I met this couple that were there, this husband and wife. And then we started hanging out a little bit. I went over to the pool with them, and I was hanging out with them by the pool. And then it turned into more drinks, and then we went back to their place later in the evening for a fire. So we sat up there at the campfire for most of the night. So I ended up spending the majority of the night at their campsite, at their campfire, which was actually right beside my campsite, which was perfect. So there was them two, the guy that runs the restaurant, myself, and then some other guy, Paul, that works there, like looking after the grounds and stuff. So that was pretty fun. And then the restaurant guy and I, we went over to the pool later in the hot tub, and we had, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, but it's open all the time, so you can do this stuff whenever. So yeah, it was pretty cool. The coolest thing though for me was that when I first got there, the first thing that I did after setting up my tents and everything is I went back and I had a shower on the outdoor showers, because they have like just shower stalls standing up outside. So you're standing there in the sun with the shower. It was pretty awesome. And again, in the morning it was pretty cool too, because it was kind of like not cold, but it was like cloudy, and it wasn't like a hot sunny day. So with the hot water coming out of the showers, like steam everywhere, and I don't know, that was like the coolest thing for me, just like the outdoor showers. But anyway, that was my experience with Naturism. But I loved it, and I felt like I was at home. I was like, okay, so this is definitely something that I'm into. So I thought I'm going to definitely go back. I was going to do that this weekend for my birthday, but that didn't end up happening, but maybe next weekend. I'm going to go now. I will enjoy the rest of the sun, because it's so sunny outside. I want to come out and suntan, but I also want to film a video, so I figured I might as well do it at the same time. So, yeah, I will see you guys maybe next week, hopefully. But anyway, yeah, have a great weekend, and I have no idea how to end videos. Goodbye.